Hey, good morning, guys. Steve K5JUF. Hey, this weekend is the SKCC, what they call the WES weekend, which is the weekend Sprintathon. This takes place the second of, I think it's the second Saturday of every month. Or actually, yeah, the second Saturday of every month. And I wanted to go through, and we got some people calling on 20 meters, so I was going to see if we could work it. I wanted to kind of give you an idea of what it sounds like. They're going to call CQ, 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 WESS, and day from their call sign. Okay, bring up our SKCC page here. I'm going to crank the power up to about 90 watts. Okay, here we go. Hopefully they'll call again. You'll hear CQ, CQ, WES. Okay, he didn't answer me. There's another station out there. Look up that real quick, 1433S. We'll see who this is. That is Whiskey 1 Delta Victor, and that's Dave. 1433S. So we'll just keep listening here. We'll get a break in here. Whiskey 9D something. 420 meters a little different, not as much noise on the floor there. Dave. 1. Same guy, Dave. So yeah, I always have to be careful, because if they're talking to somebody else, I'm not sure if he's not done with the QSO yet, because they haven't given the 73 yet, but we'll just kind of listen. And Whiskey 1 Delta Victor's this guy. This is Dave. Whiskey 1 Delta Victor, and the other station, Whiskey 9 Bravo. I didn't catch him. He was actually the one calling WES. That's Whiskey 9 Delta V. We'll see if that's the other call sign that was working. Whiskey 9. Nope, that's not right. So we'll keep working that. This guy's in North Carolina. Yeah, that's Dave in North Carolina. So we'll keep listening. You hear the signal coming out, and it does that a lot on 20 meter. It'll get strong and then it'll get weak again. So we'll just keep listening here. This is the SKCC calling frequency, so there should be some activity going on here. Okay. That's Whiskey 1 Delta V. Okay, that's right. I had a 9 and a 1 backwards. I was thinking it was Whiskey 9. He's calling WES, Whiskey 1 Delta Victor. He got me. Signal report, North Carolina. Dave. Okay, let's send it back. The city is, our state's Texas. The number. Go a little slower. BK. Okay, so we just worked a QSO with Whiskey 1 Delta Victor. That's Dave in North Carolina, and we worked him on SKCC. So it was a real quick information exchange. So pretty much when you're doing the Whiskey Echo Sierra, they'll call CQ, 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 Whiskey Echo Sierra. Maybe say it again, Whiskey Echo Sierra, and then KI5 day KI5JUF. And then basically when you answer the person, you just say good morning or good afternoon, good evening, GM, GE, or afternoon, or good morning, or GE. Signal report 2 times. State 2 times. Texas, Texas. Your name 2 times. And then of course your SKCC number 2 times. I'd like to do it 2 times because that just gives us the person an opportunity to review what he just copied. And lastly, we just do a BK, copy, fine business, good luck, best 73, and you can give their call sign again, day KI5JUF. So the ideal is basically, it's just a quick QSO and just a quick information exchange, and it gives you, the opportunity to look them up on the SKCC webpage. And what I'm also going to do over here is I'm going to copy this guy right here up to here, and I'm going to touch the globe, and it's going to find him here on the web page. And then what I'm going to do lastly, let's go ahead and log him. I'm going to log him here in FLDigi by clicking on the little down arrows. There's 3 icons here: the globe, the brush. The brush erases it. This one right below where it looks like a arrow, I'm going to go ahead and save that to my log. You see that right there. Now Dave's in my log. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little template down here. I'm going to copy his call sign right here, and his name is Dave. I was talking to him on CW upper, and the frequency was 1450, the SKC calling frequency. And I was running 90 watts. I usually run 90 watts on 20 meters because this antenna does a real good job. It's very resonant at that frequency, and it does a nice job. So I'm going to copy this little notation here. I'm going to click right here, log new contact. I'm going to change it to 20 meter. And oh, that's 60. I'm going to change it to 20 meter. And the frequency is 1450. He gave me, our signal reports were 5.5. 559 and 559 is what I sent him, 90 watts. I'm going to paste that right there. Then I make sure I got my frequency right, mode. I'm going to go ahead and click his UTC time. I'm going to click save. And if I refresh, he probably hasn't entered it, or he may not enter it. But anyway, that's how I go through. That is happens on the second weekend, and that I think it's typically every Saturday. I'll post the schedule in there, but basically everything right here looks like it's on the 8th and 9th of February, March 8th and 9th, April 12th and 13th. I've got all the schedules here, and I'll put this in here. This is the web page for the weekend Sprintathon, so it's got all the information there. So anyway, if you're a little bit antsy about getting on the air, just listen for the CQ WES, and if you have an SKCC number, if you don't, you can simply go to this link right here, and I'll actually copy this also into the email, and this is where you can actually sign up. So I'll get you signed up for SKCC, and it's fun to swap SKCC numbers because it does 2 things. It gets you in the habit of the routine, signal report, name, operator, city, but it also gets you practice with the numbers, and the numbers are important because that's something I've struggled with. So anyway, I hope this helps, and I hope you have a good weekend, and hey, we look forward to catching you on year 73 from KI5JUF.